Well, welcome to our Pro Card of Empire Fight Series, coming from you at the Jim Webster Pavilion of the iconic Claremont Showgrounds and live on livecombatsports.com.au. Brett Dunn with you in the commentary position. I am joined by the one, the only, Fon Piggott. Fon, lovely to have you on board for the call.
So good to be here. I'm just excited. The energy in here is, it's buzzing. It's cold outside, but it's hot in here.
Well, the undercard was absolutely sensational that we've just had, so that energy is certainly transferred now to excitement on the pro card.
Absolutely.
Our first fight coming up, Maddie Black of Pursuit Muay Thai versus Sarah Kua at Bioweapon. This is going to be 5 2-minute rounds at 47 kilos. Now, Maddie recently coming off a fantastic win over at Roots, as I understand, over in Melbourne. She's in some pretty good form. Now, she's taking on a very experienced Sarah Kua. A previous 12 fights to Sarah's name. Look, how do you see this one playing out with that whole experience versus activity?
Look, I mean, Maddie's been on an absolute tear, and like you said, her last fight, I think it was only 3 weeks ago in Melbourne, so she's had a very quick turnaround, great win on that card, on the national stage, but Sarah's had a bit of time off. I think her last fight was a bit over a year ago. But she's been around on the Muay Thai scene for years. Like, she was fighting, I think, back in 2017 she started. So, like you said, she's got that experience of both training for a bit longer than Maddie, but the momentum Maddie's had in the last year, 2 years, 18 months she's started has just been, I think that's going to really boost her confidence. But Sarah is no easy opponent, so I think it's going to be very evenly matched and very exciting.
Absolutely. And what was really interesting in Sarah Kua's interview early in the week, she was saying that, when she first started seeing Maddie start fighting, her first few fights, she was saying, it's a shame there's such an experience difference between us, because she would be a really good opponent. She looks like she would should develop into a great opponent. Suddenly, Maddie's at 8 fights. She's looking pretty bloody good. So Sarah gets her wish to actually get a quality opponent in the form of Maddie Black at that 47 kilo range.
That's it. And I think for Maddie, it's when you're in that, it's like an awkward stage of experience between 5 to 15 fights. It's the people who haven't maybe had as many fights as you don't want to go up in experience, and then you've got to take on more experienced people. So it's like good on Maddie, and I don't think she's ever said no to a fight. I've seen her jump in like on a day's notice at one of the other empires. So yeah, she's no slouch, and I think she's going to be bringing it to Sarah tonight, definitely.
Absolutely. Look, both young ladies very keen just to just have a good fight, which is great. The great spirit of competition in this. Both a lot of respect for one another, so I can't wait to see how this one plays out.
And the only pro female card for the pro show, so...
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I don't know whether you were around before, but the female fight earlier on the undercard, oh my God, that one was Yang He versus Shaylee Michael.
I heard there was 8 counts and everyone was just slinging.
It was unbelievable. The technical capacity of it, and also the heart and the grit displayed by both of them. I mean, that's still my fight of the night. That was absolutely sensational.
Yeah, well, you won fighter of the night, so
she did indeed. So well deserved, that one.
Absolutely.
So, really looking forward to this one now.
Sarah's just beautiful white Muay.
It's magic, isn't it?
5 rounds. I'm very excited we get to see 5 rounds, because often I feel like this one's going to be probably start off quite, I don't know if they'll start off slow, but I think it's going to be a war of attrition throughout.
I think we'd be robbed of some beautiful Thai boxing if we had 2 less rounds of it at the end of the day. So very, very happy as well for 5 rounds.
Now this is her first fighting out of a new gym in Bioweapon, so it'll be interesting to see if they've changed up any of her style. Not that I think she loves the left kick. Her favourite technique is left kick, but it'll be interesting to see if Team Bioweapon, bring out any more aggression or special moves that she might have picked up.
Absolutely. Well, she did talk about filling in perceived holes in her game at the end of the day. So that speaks to the fact that they have been doing some definitely refinement and development of her style. And truth be told, she's been in the game a long time as well. So when you're that good and they're just able to refine some further improvements of it, you're going to be a pretty tough customer. So no doubt we're going to get a quality performance out of her. Maddie loves her teep in her clinch, funnily enough, so she doesn't mind operating from the outside, doesn't mind operating from the inside.
She can do it all.
She can do it all. And coming from, again, another strong gym in the form of Pursuit, Adam Bailey there in the corner, also a co-promoter for this evening, along with Darius Douch for Empire Fight Series. I can't wait to see what she has in store. Maddie, in fact, has been still probably the heart and soul and the main turning cog of organising this fight show as well. So, needless to say, multitasking is down as one of her special skills. So, all right, here we go. Round 1. Maddie Black and Sarah Kua straight into it.
Sarah just locking onto that clinch straight up, and Sarah throwing some sneaky elbows from the clinch.
She did try to sneaky elbow, not even 20 seconds into the first round. I think we're set up for a good fight. Catching the kick by Maddie, tries to go to the sweep, doesn't quite get the sweep from there.
The flexibility on Sarah just to keep her balance there was fantastic.
It was a very subtle hip turn that let her avoid hitting the canvas. Beautiful left kick there on the counter. Maddie's hands then met by a thigh kick from Sarah.
Both girls kind of slowing the pace down slightly, figuring each other out.
I think they realise there's 5 rounds of this, so it's going to be less of a sprint and more of a marathon, especially setting up these early rounds.
Maddie just switching really nicely from southpaw to orthodox, which is... Here we go.
Yep.
Forward pace from Maddie, and she locks onto Sarah.
Sarah looking very comfortable in that walking backwards and counterbalancing her stance as she did it, actually. Almost just beautiful in the way she had her footwork and balance all sorted. We reset the center again. Both looking for their opening.
Nice teep from Maddie there, one of her favourites.
Certainly well timed.
And also a really high guard for Maddie, which is maybe she knows that Sarah might come out with hands. And there we go, big hands from Sarah, but Maddie not phased. Stepping knees from Maddie, beautiful.
Certainly have these feeling out periods, and this is one of the flurries. We've got 20 seconds left to go in this first round. Feeling out is fine, but you need to take each round at the end of the day for your scorecard. So this is what they're trying to do. Oh, nice body kick up there from Sarah. Fends off. Maddie as well. Maddie now throwing the hands. Couple of them connecting.
Hand kick from Sarah.
She goes, oh, she hits that body kick just at the end.
What a first round.
Wow, what a first round. For a minute there, they were feeling out. Then suddenly the skirmish was on. Absolutely beautiful display to get us started for this first fight, first round for our pro card for Empire Fight Series. Now this first fight is brought to you by Game Time Coffee. This sports fun, this isn't just about coffee, this is all about access, about belief, about giving the next generation of Indigenous athletes the support they deserve, not someday, but today. At Time Coffee, we move with purpose. Every bean we roast, every bag we pack, and every product we ship fuels more than just performance, it fuels opportunity. The Game Time Coffee Sports Fund exists to break down financial barriers and support Indigenous athletes and their families with the cost of sports fees, uniforms, travel, and the gear they need to show up and show out. We're not here to talk, we're here for change, and we're here to drive it. Game Time Coffee. And we're up for round two.
Straight into it, Maddie locks onto Sarah. Starts sending those knees to the body.
Okay, the legs, they got caught, but Sarah maintained her footing. Maddie maintained her footing rather. Sarah tries to throw a couple of sneaky elbows in there.
Yeah, and Sarah just sticking out her tongue at Maddie as Abby separates them.
Then we take Sarah to the ring again. He's looking for their opening, looking for their angle.
Maddie, you can just see she's waiting for Sarah to throw something so she can stalk forward and grab onto her just like that.
There we go, we're in the clinch down.
Knee for knee from both girls.
Maddie back up against the ropes. Sits that knee out to create a distance. She's sneaking her elbow on the inside there. Very technical there from Maddie Black. Sarah Kawar sends a beautiful right body kick there. Referee Abby Nelson just needs to sort the...
Try a G'd out on...
Referee Abby Nelson, one of the absolute best in the business, Australian Muay Thai Hall of Famer, former Australian champion herself. We're back on now.
1-2 from Sarah, followed by a low kick.
Maddie moves in quickly. She looks to grab the legs. Sarah's answering with the elbows. Sarah looking comfortable in this second round. Angles off, delivers the body kick. Maddie comes in with a clinch. Gets a few knees in of her own.
Sarah's just happy to tuck her head into the collarbone of Maddie and sling those elbows over the top.
Again, the tongue comes out from Sarah.
On the back foot, Sarah, but happy to counter with a right kick. Left kick, right kick. Maddie's just really hunting her to get onto those ropes so she can knee her, but Sarah's using her weight well, that bit lower center of gravity, just to push her hips into Maddie to shut down the knees.
Yeah, certainly up to the task. It seems like they have been training for Maddie's clinch game, which is very good.
Oh, nice little elbow on the way in there, but Maddie just locks on, not phased by it.
No, Maddie's as tough as they come, Maddie Black. Okay, that's the end of round two. Wow, this is a lovely technical to and from battle, isn't it?
Absolutely. Both girls are happy to exchange on the outside, and then in the clinch, they're both working extremely busy and technical in the clinch. Knees, elbows, blocks.
Now, noticing that Maddie Black's been looking to walk down Sarah as much as she can. Now, do you think she's going to still stick to that game plan? Because we know her clinch is really good, but do you think Coach Adam Bailey's going to be looking to mix it up a little bit?
I think Adam's going to tell her flurry in with the punches because, look, let's be honest, no one likes getting punched in the face, and when you're copping 4 of them at a time, it's kind of your distance management and your long guard management. You know, sometimes it's like, all right, what's the best option for me? So I think that's a really good strategy for Maddie to break the distance, get in and lock on. But I don't know, it's very even between both girls. I mean, we can see on the live scoring there, red corner took that round, so Maddie's going to fire up, I think.
Absolutely. Well, here we go.
Back into the clinch we go.
Okay. Sarah throws long there, but too far out to score anything. Hits with a thigh kick a couple of times. Maddie pushes her back into the ropes, tries to get those knees. Now she's up against the ropes.
Nice stabbing knee from Maddie there.
She does push that out really well. Now pushing Sarah back. Nice knee. And another knee.
Maddie just smothering Sarah, but Sarah keeping her balance really well.
High guard from Maddie, looking to walk down. So there's a quick right hand.
Maddie's got Sarah in a bit of a headlock.
Sarah there actually pushing her glove down to actually stop the knee coming up. It can be a risky move, but yeah, it's did that well.
Yeah, I reckon Bailey's told Maddie he wants to take this fight to the clinch and just grind away, because if you're not prepared to put the work in constantly in the clinch, it's very taxing on the body. So I'm sure Maddie's trained for it, but Sarah not too phased. She's happy to.
Absolutely. She's still sticking to that game plan at the moment, and she's still getting a good few knees on the way in. Sarah's pretty quick to then just try and stop and lock it up and have referee Abby Nelson break them up. Center ring now again.
Sarah throws a sneaky little elbow, but Maddie almost traps the arm, so Sarah negates Sarah's left arm there.
Absolutely. Sarah again putting that glove down onto the thigh just to stop that right knee coming up from Maddie. Maddie stepping in now, looks to knee, there it is.
The pressure from Maddie is phenomenal. Girls lock up right in the corner here.
Right in front of our commentary position just here. Knees being exchanged. Maddie creates the space with her knee, then delivers a right hand and another. Sarah has a bit of a smile and gets it back to the right.
Whoa.
Oh!
All right. We've got a fight.
We have a fight on our hands. That is the end of round 3. Again, this is going 5 rounds, 5 2-minute rounds at 47 kilos. Very interested to see the judges' score on this one. Noting the Empire, we go to our judges' score each round, which is absolutely fantastic for us to know where the fight's at as commentary people, as spectators, as fans, but also informs the game plan of our respective corners as well.
That's
if you
it.
know you're down around, you know that your game plan will be you just foot on the accelerator,
That's it.
back to the wall.
They don't care how tired you are.
No.
You've got to give it everything to take that round, whether that's just, I mean, we'd love to see knockouts and 8 counts, but who knows? 47 kilos, I've seen Sarah head kick people and knock them out, so.
Absolutely. Now, I know Coach Adam Bailey talking to Maddie Black then, he was still favouring that clinch. He was talking about Maddie trying to create the space with her hips back to be able to land bigger knees each time.
Yeah, and look, I think if Maddie can get away with forward pressure into the clinch and not take any damage, it's a great game plan. Just like that, she locks Sarah up on the ropes. Sarah's got a really great knee guard though to prevent Maddie from swinging her hips around.
She does make sure she's only really copping that 1, maybe 2 knees on the way in, and no more than that, because she'll lock it up. Good knee in there from Maddie Black again that hand down to the thigh.
It's a little bit of like an MMA move.
It is a little bit, it's very unexpected.
If it works though, right?
Maddie stepping in. Oh, sneaky elbow there from Sarah Clark.
And again over the top from Sarah.
Maddie just extending out. Throws the hands back now.
Sarah just tucking her chin, digging her head into Maddie's jawline almost. Adam Bailey is on his feet, screaming at Maddie.
Maddie now just back in front of our commentary position. Sarah thinking about the leg kick but not committing to it. Goes to straight
Goes
jab.
the jab instead.
Back towards the ropes.
Sarah goes for the sweep and then the elbow.
Referee Abby Nelson will break this one up. Maddie now walking backwards, just resetting. Beautiful teep there.
Maddie just taking a couple of big breaths. I don't think she's tired, but she's
just in to reset her composure at this point in time.
That's it.
She's a very fit customer. I don't know if she'll be tired at this stage of the game. She's just looking to see where I'm going to come in.
Kick from Sarah.
There it is. She comes in now. Sarah still looking to nullify that. End of round 3. Wow.
3 or 4? Round 4. 2 minutes isn't enough.
There's too much fun to be had.
All right, so Cam Bully in the corner, he's telling Sarah, punch? Punch.
Yes, there's definitely some body language we can pick up there. There in the commentary position. And apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, heading into round 5. I would like this to go a couple of extra rounds. Now, if I keep calling it, maybe that's what will happen. So at this point in time, what do you think now? Sarah's looking very comfortable out here. Maddie's putting on an absolute great show. But at the moment, I think Sarah's, nullifying most of that game plan. She's only taken a knee or two. She's countering with elbows every now and again when Maddie steps in.
I think Sarah knows that Maddie's going to come forward, so she's waiting, and then she's, like you said, she's either countering, letting Maddie get one knee up, and then she's blocking it. Again, Sarah comes in with the elbows as Maddie steps forward. Beautiful right kick from Sarah on the back foot. Teep from Maddie.
Now Maddie just knows she needs to go.
Yeah,
she
Maddie
knows to go now.
On a mission, stalking.
Yep, she's walking in with purpose every time, Maddie Black. Keeps her hands high in the guard.
Sarah's just happy to send that left elbow forward.
Yeah, elbow's trying to clinch. Sarah's just got out of the way there. She goes a kick high off the arms there of Black. Black stepping in now.
Another elbow from Sarah as Maddie steps in.
Again,
beautiful knees from Maddie in the corner there, just driving them in as Sarah's back's up against the corner.
It's a great shot of determination from Maddie Black. She's still walking forward. She's coming forward. Knee there. Sarah ducks out, delivers a kick back.
I think Maddie knows she needs to go, and she's going to leave everything in this 5th round.
Less than a minute to go, though, in this 5th and final round. And we reset.
Beautiful teep from Maddie there. And again. Left kick, right kick by Sarah.
That was lovely, wasn't it?
Great hip control from Sarah.
Good knee there from Black.
Beautiful turn off by Sarah there.
Now stalking forward, beautifully timed, no disrupting. Teep there from Black. Comes in close. Sarah trying to land the elbow. That one goes past.
It's all happening.
10 seconds left.
1-2 from Sarah. Maddie walks through it.
Long guard by Maddie into the knee.
Elbows from Sarah.
And that is it.
Well done, girls. What a way to open the first pro card.
What a great way to start, hey?
Wow.
Absolutely brilliant. Both fighters doing an absolutely sensational job there. Beautiful technical to and fro battle. Both executing their game plans really well as well, and I've really stuck to them each time.
Absolutely. At 47 kilos, these girls can throw.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll await the judge's decision. This one's gone 5 rounds.
What a great fight. Big smiles and a hug for both girls at the end.
Yeah. And look, this is a fight. I love the fact that there's a massive amount of respect between both these women. Both looking forward to fighting each other. Sarah saying beforehand that she thinks very highly of Maddie's game, and she's actually really excited that Maddie, with all her activity and all the fights she's been taking and a great record, that she was able to get up to a level quite quickly where Sarah and her could have a really good, even match.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure Maddie, as she was coming through the ranks, when you're a female and there's not many girls in the sport, and especially at your weight division if you're a smaller petite girl like these ones. I'm sure Maddie would have had her eye on Sarah, you know, probably like taking some inspo from her, and she herself might have been like, oh, I wish I could fight her, but you know, the opportunity might not happen. But here we are. Maddie's just, yeah, like we've said earlier, she's just kind of bulldozed through, stayed really active, and that was a night fight, and what a fight it was.
Done a fantastic job. Now we go up to our man in the middle for the decision. Taking that one out, look, just probably a little bit too much for Maddie. Just in that, Maddie's game plan was sensational, but Sarah seemed to be prepared for it and was able to capitalise with a few more weapons.
Yeah, very adaptable from Sarah, which is great to see. A great counter game, but also putting on the front foot as well when she had to. And what a great fight by Maddie. I'm excited to see what Maddie does between the 47 and 50 kilo division. She's very talented, and yeah. Well done to Sarah. Big smiles.